depends. But in most cases, that is good. The bottoms up, not top bottom. Yes.
Hi, sir. So just want to know.
Oh, don't call me sir, please. Give me goosebumps. Okay.
Okay. Just want to. It's a query. Just want to know. Is it is it possible that KPI, our KPI, that's personal KPI, is frequently changed by our superior?
As I said, it depends. But if it is frequently changed, like you must have a cut-off date, which I want to go to that later. For example, every 6 months, this is your KPI. It will be reviewed within this certain period. You can't do a KPI that would drag like 2 years time. No, it won't work. Okay, it must be reviewed. Any management objective or short-term goals or long-term goal, it must be reviewed. Okay, for its suitability. So if it is changes like in 6 months time or 3 months time, a cut-off period, it reflects the system is not stable. Something is wrong with that KPI. If I am the auditor, I will put a non-conformance over there. Why is it being revised? Revision 1, 2, 3, 4. Wow! In 6 months, 4 revision. Cannot be. So the trick is that before you have the confirmed KPI, draft it first. So you are very sure in 6 months, this is my KPI. It will be reviewed, not achieved. Okay, it will be reviewed for the suitability. Okay. From the ladies. Takkan nak bagi orang lelaki cakap, kena cakap juga. Usually the ladies is always at the front. This time I see the man is at the front.
Yeah, we in the mood of paradigm shift.
Oh, good. Okay. Now I'm not talking about gender or anything like that. Please. Anyone?
You ada question? Tak apa, bahasa Malaysia apa tak apa? Question?
Mesti ada soalan ni nak tanya ni. Tak ada soalan. Tadi I dengar masa ice breaking session, ada orang cerita macam-macam. I dengar ni, telinga ni dengar auditor. Takkanlah tak ada problem. Impossible. Oh, terror ni. Terror I boleh tanya. Okay. Please. Okay, ikut statistik I pergi buat lecture, satu saja yang selalu peserta wanita atau perempuan yang selalu komplain pada yang satu. Dia kata orang lelaki ni suka buat kerja last minute. Suka buat kerja last minute. Betul ke? Betul ke? Ya, katalah ada orang nak datang, nak buat pemeriksaan ke apa ke, masa tu kelang kabut. Mana tak ada notis, tak ada apa. Sajalah saya nak tahu from the point of view, because that's what I always get from lady participants. They complain. They say men like to do things last minute. Okay? Betul ke?
Not systematic.
Betul ke? Tak systematic, tapi it works what? In the end it works. That is the man's argument. And they say to the woman, no, it works. Look, it works what? So if I speak on behalf of the ladies, to be fair, if there is a system that you wanted to do, probably you can show them facts and figures and everything. Don't be too fast. I know that it will work. I know you see already the result. You want it to do fast. But it looks like they are not being properly informed about that. That's what I always get. I mean, majority that I went to, they always say, yeah, you talk about ISO, you talk about scheduling. They never show me the schedule. But suddenly the thing is there. But although it works, but it doesn't look nice. Right? I'm going to talk about communication later. Any question?
Okay.
Apa sajalah.
I have a problem.
Yes. Not personal Nothing personal. I'm not doing any counseling here. Just coaching.
Okay. This condition will create a kind of dilemma for me, maybe to my friends as well.
Okay.
Sometimes my priority is not the same with my superior's priority. But this I am referring to the faculty, not my own department. So, for example, as a lecturer, my priority is my students and my classes, syllabus, and everything about the students. But my faculty, students is also the priority of for the faculty itself. But they also have their own KPI.
Yeah.
For example, to finish exam questions on time.
Okay.
Meetings on certain committee and certain other job scope as well.
Okay.
Admin tasks.
Right.
So they frequently ask us to come for a meeting for that particular job scope.
Alright.
So sometimes it affects our jobs and also priority, which is to serve the students.
Okay, that's why there is a need for KPI that being done for the top management. She expresses just now the typical problem that she's having. Okay, it's not that it is not aligned with the top management. It's that you have to propose to the top management after this course. Okay, make sure that the top management say what they do what they say. Okay, say what they do and do what they say. So propose a proper KPI that will also take into account your co-workers. You seem to be the representative of your friends, so you can brainstorm with them, come up with a KPI, a proposal, a draft KPI, and present it to them. Time, take into account time and quantity and resources and things like that. This is actually a kind of ice-breaking session. So don't worry, you won't go back, he won't demote you. If he demote you, you tell him, oh, you're not practicing what you say. Okay? Because I overheard, I'm not eavesdropping or something like that, but I heard that was a very good ice-breaking session. Ice-breaking session is very important. You have to be able to speak freely, so that everyone will listen to it and he's going to do something about it. Okay, after this, that's why the reason you must have a KPI. Okay, you must have a proper job description. Sometimes a turnover in the company, a high turnover, is because they don't have a proper job description. So they say, this is not my job. Okay, so it's good if you can relate the KPI to JD. Okay, yes.
Okay, maybe I can add.
Please.
Try to. I like this. Boss answer directly.
I'm not going to answer it, but to add some of the some clarification on the what we call dilemma. Okay, so our boss or our immediate superior or the top management perceive as that we're not going to perform our KPIs. Okay, when we try to deviate a little bit from what she said, okay, because our core component or core content that we're supposed to serve the stakeholders is teaching, blah 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 and so on, and then plus the admin is a very minimum component or percentage of KPI. So some kind of dilemma that always the new lecturers or new beginners always called face, and then how in the management ways to not really overcome, to see in the right or appropriate perceive.
Do you have any comments on what you think? No. Okay, good.
Okay, that's why I said there must be a proper system, probably. Okay, HR is the front office management. When a new staff walks in, you appointed, you must have a certain orientation induction program. Okay, you tell the person the culture over here. What is it like? Not only brief, not only introduce people, but let the person absorb maybe 1 week. Okay, in some companies they put procedures or policies over there for them to study for at least 1 week before they start work. Okay, that is I call it orientation induction program, OIP. Okay, and you must also be able to determine what sort of thing that is lacking, what sort of thing that deficient for you to introduce. It can be a two-way